Beginning in 1941, captives from other European countries, including Russian prisoners of war, were also sent to Auschwitz. As the number of prisoners increased, the camp developed until it became an enormous death factory consisting of 3 camps: Auschwitz, Birkenau, and Monowitz. The Monowitz concentration camp was attached to IG Farben industry, a German chemical plant exploiting slave labor of the prisoners. People incarcerated in the camp died of hunger, exhausting work, punishment, experiments, and execution. In 1942, the camp became the largest extermination center of Jews who were sentenced to death solely because of their Jewish origin. Most of them were killed in the gas chambers of Birkenau immediately after their arrival. Only those capable of hard work were selected to live. Beginning in 1943, gypsies were also exterminated at Auschwitz. A cynical motto crowned the entrance gate: Arbeit macht frei, work gives freedom. But the road to that freedom was guarded by rows of electrified barbed wire. Day after day, the prisoners worked hard under the supervision of the SS men. For over 4 years, people lived behind the barbed wire, being deprived of literally everything. They were tortured and killed. These women prisoners survived, and this is their first day of freedom. Helena Jabłonska, age 73. Olimpia Prusinowska, age 69. Stanisława Krzeczkowska, age 54. Photographs of people deported to the camp by the Nazis were found in the camp. They were Jews from all of Europe who constituted the highest number of victims, as well as Poles, Gypsies, Czechs, Yugoslavs, Frenchmen, Russians, Belarusians, and others. These prisoners were rescued by the Red Army. They could not believe they were finally safe, and it was difficult to understand that freedom was now possible. Some of them were extremely emaciated, such as this old man shown here, who is actually only 42. Bojana Taus from Yugoslavia and a little girl from Czechoslovakia, Catherine Berg. Doctors helped those who were incapable of moving by themselves. Many had to be carried. About 7,000 prisoners were freed. Among those who survived were Olga, Jovanka, and Oleg Mandic, who lived in the hell of Auschwitz for 8 months. They are members of the family of Dr. Ante Mandic, a member of the Yugoslav government. The prisoners needed medical assistance immediately and were taken to hospitals. One female prisoner, Kathleen Unger, did not live to see liberation. The SS men killed her as she tried to escape. More than 500 children survived, including over 40 babies born in the camp and more than 300 children under the age of 14. Children were kept mainly for experiments. Lethal medical experiments were performed on them. These children survived because SS Dr. Josef Mengele needed twins for his infamous experiments. These children, who had come to be known only by their concentration camp numbers, recalled their names as they returned to life after liberation. Evidence of the Nazi crimes were found in the abandoned camp. A special commission immediately proceeded to preserve the remains. Nazis built 5 crematoria with gas chambers. This is a part of a furnace used for burning corpses. People were killed in gas chambers with poisonous gas called cyclone B. This is a set of poisons to be injected into the heart. At torture and death barracks in the Auschwitz yard, executions were performed. The men in striped clothes are famous European scientists imprisoned in the camp. Professor André Limousin from the French University in Clermont-Ferrand. Professor Bertolt Epstein, head of the Children's Clinic at Prague University. Professor Paul Mansfield, a member of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences. Dr. Bruno Sigmund Fischer, a neuropathologist from Prague. In the Nazi death factory, nothing was wasted. Piles of glasses. Even used toothbrushes, clothes brushes, and shaving brushes were collected to be used again. The loot of the slaughterers was accumulated in over 30 storerooms and then sent to the Reich. Enormous stores of underwear and clothes. Who was to be endowed with the gowns of murdered babies? Who was to use those little dresses or those piles of underwear? Over 1 million sets of clothes belonging to children, women, and men were found. More than 43,000 pairs of shoes were found here. Dentists extracted gold from the teeth of dead prisoners. Piles of women's hair packed into sacks, each weighing between 22 and 28 kilograms. 7 tons remained. Human hair was used as raw material in the German textile industry.